Hey guys, welcome back. I've got this snowblower housing here. I need to remove the auger pulley right here. It is seized on there. I've loosened the bolts underneath, pried with bars, and nothing's coming out. So I'm going to show you what I do in my shop here when this happens. So when you have a snowblower housing like this, guys, and there's no bolt here in the center, what you have to do is look under the pulley where the shaft is. You will find one or two bolts like this, and you will need an 8-point socket to fit over them. You cannot use a regular socket. So what I do in this case is I drill 2/4 inch holes at about here on the pulley, 2 of them. I usually reach underneath to make sure to feel where the edge of the shaft is so that you're far away enough from the shaft. In this case here, the shaft only sticks out this much under where the pulley is, so I will just briefly start here where I think it'll work, so like right here, and then go straight across. And you don't have to be extremely precise on this, guys. You just want to have enough room underneath to put the nut on the bolt that I will use to remove this. Actually, I will use 2 bolts. You'll see that in a second. First of all, I got to drill my 2 holes. I'll put a bit of cutting oil first. Now I've got a good harmonic balancer puller that works the best. Now I've got some 1/4 inch bolts with a nice piece of steel that I cut out and drilled through as a big washer, just like that. 2 of them obviously. And then I've got a small piece of steel here that I found in my scrap that I will use as a spacer right here between the pulley and the puller. So what I need to do right now is reach under the pulley here with the nuts actually, and screw them into the bolt. This is probably the hardest part of the whole thing, is lining up the nuts underneath. And sometimes if you haven't completely removed both of these, they can get in the way. Now if you're having a hard time keeping the nut on your finger when you reach under, just put some grease on your finger and stick the nut right in there. See how it holds? The grease trick works really good, guys. Okay, so tighten up the nuts evenly underneath so that your balancer is even. And now all I will do is put the spacer between the puller and the shaft. It's very important that your spacer is smaller than the outside diameter of the pulley. You have to be on the inside. So I'm gonna snug it up here. Now when I do any kind of work like this, I always wear my safety glasses. So here's what I do, guys, is I try to get the pulley off like this without cracking open the acetylene torches. So I'm going to stick my impact here, crank it up, and you know what? I think it's actually moving without having to heat it up. So that was easy, guys. Usually I gotta fight these. I gotta use the acetylene torch, heat up the underside of the pulley red hot for it to come off. But today I didn't have to do that, which is good. I save these pulleys because a lot of them are no longer available. And if you have a good used one in stock, guys, you can move equipment out of your shop that day. So that's it for today's lesson. Thanks for watching, and make sure to get yourself a good harmonic balancer puller. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.